What you know, no good, YouTube. This is your very own sorcerer, personal, spiritual, intuitive consultant, ShanGO Ray, affectionately nicknamed by one of my clients, and I told her I was gonna steal this. Real deal Ray. Um, Name of this video: Why you may be in danger when getting a psychic reading. I'm gonna cover these three basic. This is a very generalized. These are like the three archetypes, the main archetypes. Of course, sometimes some people are a mixture of these, but these are the main three type of archetypes that you're most likely to encounter when you're getting a psychic reading or an intuitive consultation. And there is a difference between a reading and a consultation, but that's another video. So the first one is the con, the actor. Now, these individuals, it's hard to tell just by appearance. Some of them appear to be just a regular person, or they could appear authentic, and some of them are more on the clown side. Like you'll find a lot of these people. I mean, they're everywhere, but you'll find a lot of them like in high traffic areas where there's a lot of tourists and where people go and get like readings because it's more of a novelty versus actually wanting help. Um, so they actually have like no psychic abilities, but they are intuitive. There's levels to intuition, so they have a large subconscious database because they've dealt with such a high volume of people. They're, like I said, they're cons, so they're very good at reading people and sizing them up and all that stuff like that. So in person, they're drawing information based off of what they're seeing and the way you're reacting and stuff like that. Human psychology. Over the phone, they like to elicit. They seem to ask a lot more questions than they're answering. And a lot of their readings and shit sound very polished, like too polished, like as if they're an actor fucking just spattering off lines that they've rehearsed. So that's the first one. You're in danger in this with this person, of course, of losing money because you will do that with them. The second is if you are actually desperate enough to act on their quote unquote advice, which could put you in a way worse situation, compound your situation, and basically make your situation a whole lot worse. The second is who I call the crooked mechanic. Now, these individuals do have pronounced spiritual abilities. They have cultivated their psychic faculties. Um, and they may or may not possess, strong magical abilities as well. The problem with these motherfuckers is they have a severe arrested development within them. Somewhere along the line, they got fucked up somewhere. And it's like, how Anakin turned to Darth Vader? Well, they kind of turned to Darth Vader in a way that they believe in lack. That's why they co-sign with lack. And that's why they feel that they have to do certain things to their clients in order to keep their clients and keep them coming back. So yes, they may be able to help you with the situation that you come to them about, but then you'll notice afterwards some other shit will happen. And what's the first thing you want to be prone to do? You're going to run back to them. Well, I know a lot of readers who cast spells on their clients and do certain things to their clients to ensure that they're going to have situations that they must return to them for. And the gamut and the danger that you run with this individual, it can besides financial loss, um I've known of people who have lost their minds. um you might fix one thing and then next thing you know there's another problem, such as maybe an illness. You find a lump or something, and you know um, most of these people are so busy reacting to their situations that they never have time to actually analyze and look back and say, wait a minute, a lot of this shit started ever since they don't have the spiritual eyes to see, or they haven't developed it yet within themselves, which is why they're going to a lot of readers anyway. So it's like they don't have the spiritual eyes to see, wait a minute, all this shit started ever since I started going to this particular person. The third type of individual is the real deal. That's right, the real deal. And you'll know because these individuals, you may come to them about a certain problem or whatever it is, and other shit will end up coming up. And a lot of times, this other shit, it won't even seem to be related to the problem at hand or the issue at hand, but it oh so is. And when you're authentically dealing with spirit, with the divine, there's always that element of the unknown. So you have to kind of be open to flow wherever it goes, because a lot of times when that other shit comes up, like, that's the root. And if you get to the root, you get to the fruit. Now, my tip for all you out there to minimize the probability of you getting involved with some of these, with some of the fuckery, is this is what you do, okay? If there's a reader or a consultant or whatever that you are attracted to, you approach that person and you say, hey, I'd like a general reading from you, and I'd like you to just take a look, show me what you see, and if anything is there that you feel is important and that I should know, please tell me. And then you just shut up and let them do their thing. Okay? I don't suggest, like, some people want to come to come to us and be like, hey, can I get a free reading, and if I like it, I'll pay you, and this and that. That's kind of like disrespectful. I mean, you don't go to an exterminator and say, hey, if you get rid of these pests, can I pay you then? You don't go to a restaurant, order the food, and say, hey, if I like it, can I pay you then? You don't go to McDonald's and say, can I get a hamburger, and if I like it, I'll pay you, etc. You know, it's kind of, you come off like a cheap douchebag. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. So yes, with this particular way, you might be out $25, $30, but in the long run and in the big picture, you done saved yourself a lot of time, money, and energy, and God knows what else. So you have to use your own intuition and how you feeling towards this particular reader that lets you know that this is the way to go. Or not, that lets you know, hey, I ain't fucking with them. You know, thank you, but no thank you. All right. Well, that's my quick video for the day. It's going to be a lot more coming. Content. So 2 fingers up, split in the middle. Peace and blessings, everybody.